welcome back. If my last video did not impress you with the array of talent that could be gracing Arsenal's football team next season, well, I'm sure this one will equally as disappoint you. Or I'm hoping not. First up, we have Evian Dikia, the 20-year-old centre-back, come left-back, come defensive midfielder, could potentially be on his way to Arsenal, and I am slightly underwhelmed. Even though this kid made his debut for Auxerre at the age of 17, yes, 17, he still seems a tad raw for me. Someone who's plied his trade in the Bundesliga for the last 2 seasons. I just don't think we need to go this level of rawness, especially when you're talking about a centre-back. A centre-back who in the Premier League is not the most forgiving of leagues. And our Arsenal fans are not the most forgiving of fans. So, would it be the right move for Evan Dikia? No. Would it be the right move for Arsenal at this current point in time? The answer's no for me. Like I said, the kid's very raw. He has a lot of ability, he's got pace. Aerial ability is second to none. He's probably more in the mould of someone like Papa. But do we need another Papa? Do we need a 20-year-old Papa? Or do we need someone who's probably going to be a bit more composed, a bit more experienced in that position, considering we're going to come with the likes of William Saliba next season? Do I think that Arsenal could go for Evan and Dicker? Possibly. Do I think it's the right move for Arsenal? Not right now. Do I think this kid's a talent? I do. But I don't think it's the right time for him to be making a move to Arsenal. I don't think it's the right time for Arsenal to be making a move for him. So this time, not for me. Next on our list is Carlos Soler of Valencia. The right midfielder, central midfielder, attacking player. I mean, if we're talking about pedigree of clubs he's coming out of Valencia with past players to come out of. We have to take anything from this with past players to come out of this team. The likes of Juan Mata, yeah, he was at Real Madrid before that. The likes of Pablo Aimar, Isco, David Silva, Vicente. The list goes on. But he's not even in the same category. Not even in the same category. Shouldn't even be spoken in the same conversation as these others, from what I hear. I asked my Spanish counterpart what he thought of Carlos Soler. Frankly, Kieron, he's just not the guy. He's not the guy you should be after, and he shouldn't even be spoken about in the same conversation as them top ballers you've just spoken about. He's not even there. In fact, he said, his words were, in this current time, Spanish players are not the level of player that we have been used to in previous years. So he's saying that Carlos Soler is not the player that Arsenal should be after. He's saying that Carlos Soler is currently a big fish in a small pond, and he should probably stay in that pond. Arteta sent his men out many a time to watch Soler, and once again it shows that Mikel Arteta is pulling the strings at Arsenal when it comes to transfers. He's getting the players that he wants, well, at least within budget. And although this may not be the correct player for Arsenal, this may not be the right player at this current moment in time, I've got to hold my hands up, and I've got to give props to Mr. Arteta. He knows what he wants, and he's trying to get it. But as I said, I'm hearing that Carlos Soler is not the player that everyone thinks he is, and he's not the player that Arsenal should be going for. So on that note, could be a bit tacky. Could be one that hopefully, from what I'm hearing, we leave alone. Now this one, Ben Anis Silmain. I probably absolutely butchered his name, but if there's a prospect to be excited about, it's this kid. absolute beast. He is raw talent at its finest. Strong, fearless, determination. He's got a bite. In fact, he's a little bit dirty. He's cool, he's calm, he's composed. I mean, I'm trying not to big him up. When I watched him play a few times, he makes you smile. He's got footwork without him stand with most wingers. He's got flair that will make you do the samba, Brazilian style. As I said, I'm trying my best not to hype him up, but I can't help it. He oozes class, but he has this sturdiness that will have him stand next to any defensive midfielder. He's got that bite, that dirtiness that I speak of. Something you don't need to add to his game. Something that just needs to be moulded or slightly reined in. This kid, I'm gonna calm down. But the key word here is raw. He's very raw. If he was to come into the Premier League now, it would be a season or two until you really probably started to actually see him, because he needs to clean up his game. He needs to tidy up on his decision making, because them mistakes and decisions that he would be, the decisions that he'd be making could set him back, if you know what I mean. Like I said before, and I've said many a time, the Premier League is not forgiving. So whether you're 18, 16, 20 or 35, if you make these kind of mistakes, you're going to get crucified. So it's going to take time with this kid. What I'm hearing is Arsenal have been very interested in him, been looking in for a good couple of seasons. And as soon as Man United got involved, we've made the move to try and tie up a contract for him. It looks like he could possibly be on his way to Arsenal, and I'm really excited about the prospects of this kid. As I said, I think he needs time to grow as a player, he needs time to mature, but if we could get him playing to what he has all through his youth, even when he made his debut for Bromby, this is someone who, I'm going to say it, the closest player I've seen to him is Diaby. That attacking side, the bite. I'm not saying he's the next Abou Diaby. All I'm saying is he's got class, guile, strength, composure. And that just reminds me of Diaby. So, I'm not saying we've got the next Abou Diaby, but what I'm saying is if this kid feels the potential and has that fearlessness and freedom that he plays with, that he did at youth level, even up until he started playing in the first team of Bromby, we've got a real player on our hands. So, hopefully, like the others, we get to see it. Anis Ben Samin, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, bruv, in the Premier League and at Arsenal in the next season or so. So on that note, be sure to catch my show on Sunday, where we'll be recapping all of these transfer rumours. Peace out, stay safe, and wash your hands.